it's Laura Garda from Core Pilates and Yoga Studio coming to you today with a Pilates Yoga Fusion workout. We're going to start lying down on our back. I know, don't get too excited now. We will have some good work coming, but we get to start lying down. So make sure you have plenty of space for your head to rest. Have the feet in parallel on your yoga mat and just slowly lower down. Get yourself all situated here for a moment. Even allow your eyes to close and really align your spine to be lengthened across the floor. So we feel the palms just turned up there so that the clavicles, the heart center is nice and broad. We feel our head resting nice and relaxed on the mat. And then as we get down along the spine, we feel the hips level from hip bone to hip bone, and we feel the spine lengthen, not necessarily over pressing, so we're tucking, right? Just a nice neutral spine. So you find your rib to hip very level, you find your hip bone to hip bone level, and the abdominals have just a subtle engagement. From here, let's take a breath in through the nose, and then a ha exhale out the mouth. And as we exhale with our ha sound, we feel that subtle engagement intensifying a bit. So we're really trying to stabilize our positioning here. Breath in again. And out. And notice as you breathe in, ensure that the shoulders aren't rising up, right? So we just keep them nice and relaxed. We breathe in and out. So continuing with our breath flow here, moving into a flowing bridge, meaning we're simply going to be bridging with the flow of our breath. So we'll inhale as we're lying here, activated across the mat. We'll exhale, we'll float the hips up. Keeping the rib to hip connection, keeping the hip bone to hip bone connection. You'll inhale, you're up, and then exhale, we're going to articulate down, ribs, waist, and tail coming down. So again, inhale, prepare. Exhale, pressing through those floorboards, lift the hips, create a diagonal line from knee to shoulder. Inhale, you're up, and exhale, slowly lower down. And this time we're going to be adding the arms. So as we lift the hips, we'll lift the arms, floating them up and over. And then exhale, lowering back down. Float up. And lower down. Two more times, floating up. And simply lower down. One more here, feeling that whole back side engaging, activating. And then we'll lower down. Take the arms just lightly out by your side and sway the knees from side to side. Just in case we have any tension going on along the back, just in case our back might obviously be a little bit stiff here, depending what time of day and what you've been doing before you've come to your workout. And then let's come back to our center, repositioning those feet again, nice and level and square, hips, knees, ankles tracking straight ahead. We'll create a little hammock for our head, slipping it behind the nape of the neck there, coming into an abdominal prep. Again, moving with our breath. So let's inhale here as we're lying, again, rib to hip, nice and level. We're going to exhale and think ribs gliding to the hips, and then right back down. So simply the exhale and the inhale. You can almost imagine two panes of glass right up here, or two mirrors on your thighs, and you're simply going to be fogging them up with your breath. So we exhale as we come up and lowering down. That nice deep ha exhale, fogging up those mirrors on our thighs, and then controlling the lower. So ideally your work is not ending after you do the up. The work is on the up and the down. So we have both ends of the extreme here. Control your lift, control your lower. One more time. Lift and lower. Fantastic. Again, arms will release, head relaxes, arms out by our side, and we'll take our knees sway. If you feel a little more activated, or perhaps you've already been up and moving around a bit, rather than simply the knee sway, you can come up and just do a little spine twist. Not really lingering to either side, just a little rock and roll. And then no matter what you've chosen there, just come to your center and let's hug the knees in for a moment. Still staying on our back, we have some heel dips here. So we're going to take the legs away from the body, hip to knee, and then lifting those ankles up such that we're now knee to ankle. Again, arms long by our side, palms up, rib to hip connection, hip bone to hip bone connection, very lengthened. We'll flex the feet and we'll tap our right heel and pick it up. And we'll tap our left heel. And again, the work doesn't stop, right? It's about the down and the up. Exhale, preferably on the down. Inhale, feel as if you're reeling that leg back up to you. Tapping down, very light, and lifting up. One more here on the right. And one more on the left. Excellent. Hug both knees in. Bigger rock now, side to side. And then let's rock off to our left side. We'll come up, and you're instantly coming up into a Z-sit position. So we have our left leg in front, our right leg folded by our side. Little lateral flexion with mermaid here right out of the gate. The arms lift up. Drop your left arm down. Let's pour over to the side. And then we'll flow right through to the other side. Now again, trying to anchor and level through the pelvis such that we can reach out of the pelvis to stretch through our side body. Just coming up. And one more here. We'll linger in the over. Both arms up, holding the up. Flip the position of the legs there, finding your mermaid on the other side. Dropping your right arm down, pouring over. Back. Right with your breath, not trying to force either side, just really enjoying the elongation through your side body, enjoying connecting your breath with your movement. We'll take one more each way here. Let's hold over to our left paws there, extra little stretch. And then we come back up. And then the hands are going to drop over to your right, and we're going to spin around into an all fours position. So here we are, shoulder and wrist, knee and hip, and now we need to think of our hip to hip and rib to hip connection. So everything is level across the belly. We don't have the support or the gravity really of pressing our spine into the mat. Now we have to think of defying gravity and pulling the belly in. So we keep all of those connections. From here, we'll close the rib to hip connection for cat. So we'll scoop it around up. And then we'll extend it out. And then again, scoop it around and extend it out. Let your breath help you as you go through this movement here. Exhaling, scoop, 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 scoop. Nose looking for the belly button. And then extend with support. Strong through the shoulder and the hip. So we're opening at the core, right? Exhale, scoop round and expand. Once more, please scoop round. And expand. And then again, connecting with our neutral, rib to hip, everything level, belly kind of suction cupping up towards the ceiling, and our spine is nice and lengthened here, moving into our spinal balance. So the right arm will reach out in front, and the left leg will extend back. So holding this nice lengthened position, finding those connections, rib to hip, and coming down. We got the other side, switching it out, pausing here for a moment. Really staying squared off on your supporting shoulder and hip. And then let's move a little quicker with our breath. So we'll come down. Inhale, extend, right arm, left leg, and lower. Inhale, extend, and lower. Let's think of reaching out, elongating. Not important again how high we lift the limbs. Think of reaching right out from your center. Right out from your center. One more time. Let's come back down. We're going to go back over to our right arm, left leg for just a moment here and travel laterally across the mat. So let's open out to the sides first. And then let's go the opposite direction to the opposite corners. And out to the sides. And opposite corners. One more time, sides. And corners. Now putting our stretching thinking cap on here, holding center, taking your right arm, bending at your left leg, reaching around, push through the supporting limbs on the floor and lifting up. Gaze is straight out now. Just feel the ankle bone pushing into the hand, feel the hand pulling back on the ankle bone, and then release out and release. All right, other side, we reach out. We travel laterally first. We go out to the sides, and then travel across, and out to the sides, and travel across. One more time out to the sides. And then here we go with our fabulous stretch here, holding center, bending the back leg, big windmill up. Helps if you dump the thumb, windmill around, stretch back, grab that ankle, and then push away with your limbs. So your left hand is holding onto the ankle is trying to push away from the hand, and you're able to press through your supporting limbs to create some lift. And then big reach out. And release. From there, stretch out those wrists. Just kneel to tall for a moment. Shake out those wrists. Take a breath in here. Interlace the fingers. Get all the way down to the base knuckles there. And then stretch up to the sky. And then from here, we'll reach those arms forward and come into a couple practice downward facing dogs. So the palms are nice and wide in front. Shift your weight forward. Curl your toes under. And from here, down dog. Kind of fake yourself up. Bring the knees down to the mat. And again, stretch up. And down to the mat, and stretch up, and down. One more here, stretch up, and down. Now next time, let's find our downward facing dog and hold. Make sure all of those toes are curled out there, and we're just gonna walk our dogs. Now waking up through the calves, stretching through those calves, allowing one heel to depress down to the mat, and then the other heel to lift nice and high. Really rolling across the toe box. Finish evenly there, and then allow both feet to be settled in, about hip distance apart on those feet for your downward facing dog. Palms, remember, one palm's distance apart. Sits bones nice and high and away. Head right through the window of the arms. Let's find our breath here. Deep breath in through the nose. Taking the same exhale. Kind of settling into this apex of the body, right? Breath in. Exhaling. One more time. All right, from here, stepping your feet together at the back of your down dog, floating the right leg up to the sky. So we're gonna bring the knee in, float the leg up to the sky, nice and high. And we have a couple flamingos here. So from your downward facing dog, we simply pull the knee in and extend up. So you're staying in downward facing dog through the shoulder girdle. You're pulling in and lifting up. Big exhale, knee to chest, scoop round and up. One more time, knee to chest, scoop round and you're up. Let's park that foot and we'll switch to the other side. Leg is up, scoop round and up. Big exhale here, scoop round, pull the knee into the chest. Last one, please, last one, pull in. Shoot it up. And park the foot. Fantastic. From here, float forward into your plank position. Very solid here. Feet are still together. We're going to take a walking plank. So with your left foot, step out to the edge of your mat, and then your right. Step in with your left, step in with your right. Now your right is going to lead. Step out right, out left, in, tap and change. So we go out, out, in, tap and change. Out, out, in, tap and change. Out, out, in, tap, change. How do we stop this crazy thing, right? We just keep walking. Keep walking. One more each way, leading the way there. Finish with the right. Hold those feet together back into your downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Big exhale out. Check in with your rib to hip connection. Have you gotten a little fatigued through the shoulders? Sometimes when we get tired through the shoulders, the ribs start to pop forward. Check in. Take the feet back out to hip distance, coming into some knee hovers. So I know we've been here a bit. Let's use the belly. Exhale, coming forward like you're going to drop your knees, but don't look out. Exhale, scoop that belly, and then lift up. Exhale here. Look right out in front of the edge of your mat, and lift up. 2 more times, looking out. And up. 1 more time, looking out. Excellent, and we're up. All right, from here, let's drop the left knee down and swing the right leg around. Coming up, kneeling. Take a moment, turn those palms to face each other there. Palms away from each other, I should say, tops of the hands to face each other. And just take a little drop of the elbows here. Stretch those wrists. And as you're attempting to drop the elbows, wiggle the fingers together. Wiggle them around. and shaking out. Nice. From this lunge, let me turn back to the side. From this lunge, we're going to curl our toes under and just simply come up. Now from here, we have just a little sport squat. So we're going to take a step in with the back foot, and we're going to squat down, and then as we stand, the back heel will plant. So it's down and up. A little narrower of a lunge than normal, right? But our goal is to really press that back heel down. So you're dropping and lengthening. Dropping and lengthening. Find the toe fold as you come down. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Let's hold these legs long here. So our feet are just a little bit apart, about hip distance apart. And of course, they're staggered front to back. From here, hands to the hips. We'll hinge and fold forward. Drop those arms down. Bring the hands up to the hip. Extend and lift. Hands staying at the hip. Hinge, fold forward. Drop those arms down. Hands to the hips. Come up. One more. We're going to go down and stay down there. So we hinge. We drop. Suction cup fingers. Let's come into a little pyramid rock and roll. So we're going to peel the back heel up and then the front toes. So it's back heel, front toe. Back heel, front toe. Here we go. As you pull the front toes up, try to lift those toes evenly. Pinky toe just as high as the big toe. Last 3, 2. You know we're going to linger on this one here, so we hold the toes up, really pulling up. Long, long arms, and then slowly bend the elbows and fold your torso down. Woo-wee. Feel the stretch on the back of the front leg. And slowly down. We come up. Keep your staggered stance here. Keep your toes straight ahead. Really flex through the heel of the hand now. So really pressing down. Windmill arms. We're going to lift those arms up and around. Up and around. Up and around. Creating some space, creating some mobility through those shoulders. And by pressing through the heels of the hands, we've elongated the arm. Right? We've really made the arms actively long. Last one. Hold here. Take those hands behind your back, interlace. And then slowly fold forward. Release the hands down. Pick your back heel up. From here you're dropping down. We'll switch knees. Right, coming up. Find that little stretch, back toes curled under, and we lift. Take the little step in if you need to, and we have our sport squat here, down and up. So remember, just a little closer than a normal lunge. As you come up, you're pressing the back heel down. It's in, and you're up. So get the toe fold going. Down and up. Down and up. 4, 3, 2. Let's hold the up. Remember our stance, right? Staggered. Both feet are flat on the ground, pointing straight ahead. Hinges at the hips. We extend and we drop. We come back up and we lift, focusing on the back of our left leg now. Yes, my right, your left. Hinge, dropping down. One side always tells a little different story. This side maybe is a little tighter. Maybe this side is a little more loose for you. Staying down here, suction cup fingers, moving into our pyramid rock and roll. Yes, so we come forward, lifting the back heel. We come back, flexing the front foot. So it's front to back. Front to back. And again, as we peel the front foot up, right, get the pinky toe as high as the big toe. Really pulling back. Get that good stretch. And then let's hold the next one here and simply fold a little further down. And then slowly plant the foot. Hands coming up, still taking your staggered stance here. Pressing those heels of the hands super long. This time, instead of both arms wheeling around together, we're going to go singly. So the right arm goes first and then the left. You feel just a little bit of rotation through your core. Those obliques kicking in a little bit. Still have the heels of the hands pressing down. We'll windmill around for 4, 3, 2. Again, both arms are going to go back. Find that nice chest expansion here. A little lean back on this chest expansion. And then you're going to fold forward. Let's release both hands down. Let the head relax and go. And then tiny bend to the front knee. We'll take our back foot and step up. So as you step up, you're finding yourselves in Pilates V. While you're down there, just take a fist right in between the big toes there. Measure. Make sure you're all level. Hands to the hips. Scoop round. Stack your spine all the way to tall. Let's take a breath in here. Let's grab our right wrist and give it a little tug over to the side. And then let's come up. Grab our left wrist. And again, a little tug over. And one more time. From here, hands lightly behind the head. You're super tall now. Check in. Hip to hip, rib to hip. Everything zipped and wrapped to the front and thusly extending around to the back. We'll float those heels up and down, up and down. Nice and evenly now. We lift and lower the heels. Again, work on the up and the down, right? It's not just about how high and quick we can lift. It's up and smooth down, up and smooth down. 5 and 4. And 3. Excellent. Let's hold the down. Torso twist to your right first, please, wrapping around. Now, hips stay straight ahead. I'm rotating through my torso and then coming back center. Exhale as we rotate. Other side, please. Here we go. And center. Big exhale. Ring yourself out. Center. One more time. And center. Fantastic. Holding here. Coming into some more Pilates footwork. We'll float the heels. We'll bend the knees. Keep those heels lightly lifted. Lower the heels and then squeeze those legs together. So our inhale floats us up. Our exhale sinks us. Inhale, lower the heels, and then exhale, wrap those legs together. So we're up, we bend, we lower, we connect. Up, bend, lower, connection, up and down. Nice. Last 3. Really focus on those legs squeezing together. 2. Last set here. And up. All right, a smidge of balance with some breath connection. Moving into our Pilates standing 100. So from your Pilates V, let's take the right leg out in front. So from here, we'll inhale for 5 counts, lifting both arms and, of course, our right leg. Inhale, lift up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause here. Flex through your foot. Turn the palms around and extend back behind you, right? And we'll try it again. Same side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 2 more sets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Flex, extend. Last time here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Flex, extend. And we come back. We have the other side to do. Let's take our leg out. Little point to the toe. Palms turned up. Inhale. We float. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Flex, extend. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 more times. Last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and back. Fantastic. Holding center. Take a giant breath and an exhale out. From here, turning wide on your mat. So we're going to leave our left leg in front. We'll take our right leg back, turning wide to the side. So you're in a wide stance, like a wide plie. Hands to the hips to start. Let's go ahead and plie, squat down and up. Now, just peek over those toes. Let's make sure the knees are tracking over the second and third toe. Inner thighs are right up onto the quadriceps here, so the inner thighs are externally rotated. Again, belly pulling in, hip bones level. Rib to hip connection, still connecting in, pulling it strong. Nice. Hands to the hips. We'll go 4 and 3 and 2. Let's hold this next one down. Float the right heel up and then the left. Good, good. Want a little more work? You can fold the arms in front. You can also take the arms in back. Just be aware that we have to keep our rib to hip connection very level across the core. Yeah, let's go 4, 3, 2. Let's float both heels up. Stay it nice and low in your plie squat. Excellent. We go 5, 4, 3, 2, hold the 1, keep those heels lifted. Let's lengthen the legs and stretch the arms, make a giant capital letter X. Exponentially, possibilities are endless for today. Holding up, holding up, holding up. And then laying down. down. So from here, your left toes are going to turn in front. Your right toes are going to extend back behind you. Coming into Warrior Two. So really reaching out. And then for Warrior Two, reach the body forward, elongate the front leg, and then lift the back arm up. Gaze is up here, triangle pose. And then using your core, let's lift and pour back. And then coming into a little balancing action, hands to the hips, we'll take our back foot and step it in. Square the body, arms reach out to a T, T-balance pose. Let's float up. And then from our T-balance, hands to the hips, slowly lifting the back leg up. Knee lifts, knee lifts, knee lifts, knee lifts, knee lifts. And then taking our lifted leg, crossing ankle above the knee, figure four chair. We sit down, little hip stretch. And then hands back to the hips as we stand. Cross your right foot over your left. Right hands right at the hips, 2 fingers right into the hip crease. Hinge and fold forward. Try to keep the sits bones lifted, pulling up and away. Release the hands then down to the floor. Let your head go down to the floor. Try to press both outer edges of the feet into the floor. And then hands come back up to the hip crease. We come right back up and we switch sides. So now we turn to the other side of our mat. We have our wide plie ready to go here, hip to hip, rib to hip. We plie squat down and up, down and up, down and up. Remember, hand position options. You can stay at the hip. We could fold in front, or we could come behind. Rib to hip, everything pulling in through your center line here, through that low belly, pulling in and up. Back tail nice and long. 4 more. 3, 2, we're gonna hold the down, alternating right heel, then left heel. Pop those heels up. Yeah, all the way into your toe fold. Remember, knees tracking over the mid of the foot, and we have the inner thighs wrapping up on the quad. And then both heels together here, lifting up, lifting up. Nice, hold the heels up, find your X marks the spot. There we go. Exponential potential. Nice. And we come down. Good, good. From here, setting up for our Warrior Two. So we spin our back foot. Here you are, lunging and reaching out. So you're finding your Warrior Two. Back heel angled, back heel the furthest point away. Moving into triangle, we reach forward, lengthen the leg, and tip down. And then use your core body, float up, reverse triangle, pour back. Coming up, taking a step in, we have our T-balance pose. We step in, arms out wide to the side, we lift. So extending the opposite leg now behind us. Finding a nice easy focal point on the floor, just looking down at the mat below. And then let's bring those knees in and up. Steady, steady. And then we cross the ankle over, figure four chair, sitting down. As you stand, cross the ankle over, coming up, hinge at the hips. So we hinge, we kind of karate chop. As we're here, send the sits bones back, reaching out, and land down. Hands back up to the hip. Extend out and up. Separate those feet in close stance parallel. Now close stance parallel. Let's lift up, Let's find a tiny back extension with our cactus pose. Bend those elbows behind you, kind of squeezing the shoulder blades together. You are open rib to hip here. And then lift up, pass through your center line, forward fold. Take a half lift to reset the spine. Hands to the shin bones, extend. And then let's sneak the hands down to the mat. Come into a tiny small ball. Good toe fold here, scoop and round. So now we're closing rib to hip, tucking that tail underneath us. And let's try that again. Land the feet, grow up to tall. Find your cactus, little spinal extension. Lift up, hands together, pass through the center line of your body. Folding down, hands to the shin bones, half lift, reset. And then sliding back down, little suction cup fingers, peel those heels up, scoop, tuck, round. Feel your body making a ball. Lower down, last time, we lift. We expand. We lift back up. Pass through your center, forward fold. Half lift, reset your spine. And your small ball, scoop, 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 scoop. Deep rounded position here. And then slowly land those feet behind you. Extend the legs out in front. Take a breath here. Fold forward. Slowly come up. Find a Pilates V right there with your feet. Little challenge, incline plank. Take the hands behind you. Lift the hips. Lower back down. Big lift up, fold forward. We're up. And hands behind, incline plank. And then land. A final stretch here for us. Folding the right leg in, keeping the left leg out. Squaring off on our left leg. Reach those toes out. Drop the hands down, puff up through the chest just a little bit. Make sure the pinky toe is the same height as the big toe. And let's fold forward. Reaching, reaching out and down. Coming right back up. Let's take our bent leg, cross it over the extended seated spinal twist. So we have our leg lifted and crossed over. Whole foot on this right side is down on the mat. Take the crook of your left elbow, hook up the knee, reach your right arm up to the sky, and let's spiral around to the back. What you want to do here is place the back of the heel of your hand there right into your spine. You can look straight ahead. You can add to the twist by looking past your right shoulder. And let's release. Let's switch those legs. Other leg is in. Again, squaring up, reaching out. And let's drop down. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Start to melt forward. Slowly coming up. Take our bent leg, cross it over the extended. Remember, whole foot plugged in. This foot out here, staying nice and square. Opposite elbow to our knee, hook them up. Reach the left arm up, spiral around. Butting the heel of the hand up against our spine. Remember, gaze could stay straight ahead if you'd like. A little less twist, a little more twist. Exhale, let your gaze follow behind you. Let's uncoil. Let's bring the soles of the feet together a good distance away, moving into turtle pose. So the soles of the feet are pressing together. Nice distance from torso to heel. Hands slip underneath the calves. Face planting towards the arches of our feet. We round down. We slowly come back up. We'll simply take a crisscross applesauce. Deep breath in. Hands to the heart. One more time, deep breath in. And hands to the heart. And I'll leave you with a namaste for the yoga half of our workout. Namaste, meaning the spirit and light within me bows and honors to the spirit and light within you. Have a great day.